watching this, congratulations, my friend. Your life is officially on the upswing. Finally. You couldn't have manifested watching this otherwise. So, just to double check that this is the right collective, that you're a part of this collective, if life has basically been kicking your ass since the beginning of 2024, and it hasn't really let up. In fact, it's been even more intense kind of as we've moved on. Right now we're in the middle of March 2025. Then this is for you, okay? If not, you're gonna wanna keep scrolling. Now, for those of you who have been having a rough time, you've been in the intensity, in the thick of it, congratulations. You have reached the end of an entire book in your life story, okay? You're putting this book of your life story where things have had to be difficult, where you've had to be a sort of martyr, and you are closing that book, okay? You are closing the book, and now if you're watching this, you are literally in this liminal space, this in-between space between that old book that you are leaving behind now and the new book that you get to write now. This new book that gets to be everything that you want it to be, okay? So, I'm filming this right after the full moon eclipse in Virgo, okay? And I don't know about y'all, but that completely kicked my ass. Completely kicked my ass. And likely if you are a follower of me, if you followed me for a while, maybe you've been wondering where I've been, because I've been MIA for a solid month now. Life has been kicking my ass that hard. It's been absolutely relentless. If you are watching this, likely you've been in a somewhat similar boat. Kind of the specifics may change from person to person, but it's this energy of being in a pressure cooker, yeah? And now you may find that you're feeling you're floating in space and you feel lost, confused, maybe having an existential crisis, sort of an identity crisis. I know I myself have been feeling I don't even know who I am anymore. I don't know who I am. It's huge. This is big stuff because that book, it's closed now. That book, i.e. who you thought you were, who you've been up until this point, it's closed. You get to be an entirely new you. And right now you're in this 0 point state where you get to create whatever you want to create, where anything is possible, where miracles are possible. If you are watching this, things are about to get so good. And I've been talking about this for months now, as have other intuitives. Really the end of March, the last week of March onward, it's very much an upswing for people that are watching this video, because guess what? You've put in the upfront work, okay? You've done all the shadow work. You've had all the dark nights of the soul, right? You've had all the ego deaths. You've let go. You've let God. And now you get to have that epic life that you've known deep within your heart this entire time is yours, is your destiny. You get to have that. You couldn't fathom it otherwise. You get to have that, and you get to have it now. You get to have it now. It's a choice, okay? So things are about to get more and more positive for you. However, for most people in the collective, it's going to be the exact opposite, because now most people in the collective are going to be forced to do this sort of shadow work that you and I have been doing for many, many, many years, even decades now, okay? So most of the collective is going on this downswing now, but you going on the upswing. Why is this? Because you, my friend, are meant to be an anchor point of light and unconditional love for these people now, okay? Your soul might be a little bit more advanced, a little bit more capable of handling these intensities. That's why you volunteered to go first, to be a front runner, to be a vanguard, if you will, in this spiritual ascension process. So things were a little more challenging for you first. But now you get to graduate from that struggle bug energy and be just like in this magical, miraculous Zen state, this high vibrational state, because you're going to make it so much easier for those that are coming now to follow. Okay, like literally you are a way shower. You are lighting the way for others. Congratulations. And it's nothing you have to do, by the way. It's just who you are. It's who you be. It's who you be. It's who you being. Okay, who you are being is lighting the way for others. It is really that simple, and you just get to relax now. You get to enjoy it. Of course, you're going to be tempted to go back to the old book, the old reality, to the matrix, if you will. You're going to be tempted. There's going to be opportunities to do that. There's going to be triggers. I'm not saying your life is going to be sunshine and rainbows from this point onward. But what I am saying is that even when things are rough in your life, you've reached a point where it doesn't have to affect you the way that it once did. Like maybe you feel sad, you feel grief for like a day, and then you move on and you feel wonderful again and you feel high vibe again. You can move through darkness instantaneously, almost really, really, really quickly. Something that would have taken you maybe years, decades, lifetimes even to transmute. You can do it now in a second, in a day, in a few days. It doesn't take as much time as it once did, all right? And this is your superpower now. So as a reward, like you're gonna start getting finally physical manifestations to reflect, this state of inner unity that you've now reached. You're gonna be seeing more expressions of abundance in your life, and know that abundance isn't just financial abundance, that's a part of it, but it's abundance in all aspects. It's abundance in health. It's abundance in your relationships, in your community, in your self-confidence. Abundance, it's all around you. It's always been a part of you. And somewhere deep within you, you haven't forgotten that. You've held on to that. And now, because of that faith, you're going to start to see these physical manifestations of that. So for those of you watching this, you may have also noticed that the old way of being isn't working for you anymore. Specifically, the old polarity that used to be your comfortable polarity is not working for you anymore. So all of us tend to have a dominant polarity, whether that's feminine or masculine energy. I would say most people probably are in the masculine polarity dominantly just because of society's brainwashing. But regardless of what polarity has been more accessible for you, you're going to find that that polarity is no longer working for you, okay? So, for example, the masculine polarity has always been more natural for me. That's been my comfort blanket. That's been go-to for me. I used to hustle ass, basically, in my business, in my life, be very productive, get a lot of stuff done. And now the more I try to do that, anytime I try to come from that energy, instantly things don't work, okay? Like I get sick, someone dies, like some tragedy happens, it derails me, forces me to go within, to slow down, to be in my feminine, to receive support. And likewise, if you are more naturally in the feminine polarity and you're used to kind of being lazy, you're used to being like slow, you're used to receiving, not really taking an active approach, that's not going to work for you anymore either. You're going to be kind of forced to be more active, to take charge, to take action. And essentially what this is doing is we're penduluming from one polarity to the other to finally find that equilibrium in the center, because both of us have both energies within us. Now's the time to find harmony with both of these energy polarities within us. And this is how we bring about harmony on the planet. This is how we bring about the new earth, okay? So you balance your feminine and masculine polarities. So that is the energy forecast as of now. It really changes so quickly these days, so I may do another one in a few days. We'll see what happens. But know that regardless of what you're dealing with, I'm sending you so much love on your journey, and you are not alone. If you would like support this month in my private community, the House of the Spirit Dragon, you are invited to join us. We're going to be working with the air dragons. They're going to help to reprogram our minds and help to inspire us for this new chapter of our lives, this new story of our lives. You are welcome to join us. Links on my link tree and in the description.